So, what happens when I put you guys in charge of my day? Good morning. It is about 7:15 on the 31st of May, and I'm very excited to be going on my Instagram Controls My Day adventure. Molly's just chosen this precise second to go on this action post. I'm going to open this vlog properly in a minute once I'm more awake and also dressed. But the first choice that I gave you guys on Instagram was about my breakfast. Should I have cereal with yogurt, one of my faves, or should I have chocolate spread on toast, also one of my faves? And you guys chose chocolate spread on toast. So I'm going to go make my breakfast and then get myself kind of washed and dressed and presentable, come back and open this properly. But yeah, the first choice that you guys have made for this morning is chocolate spread on toast. Okay, it's 9:30. I'm now a lot more awake and presentable. So as I said in the opening clip, the first clip of this, you guys are controlling my entire day. So yesterday I put up on my Instagram, which is whatvictoriaread. I am very, very active over there, particularly on stories. So go and follow me if you want to see more of what I'm up to. It's mostly just kind of cats and food and funny memes and the odd bit of like bookish stuff. I put a series of polls up on my Instagram with lots of options for you guys to decide for me today, and I haven't looked, so I've only looked at the information that I need so far, which was my breakfast choice and my outfit choice. So I gave you dungarees with a t-shirt, I gave you my green mini dress that I bought last year, I gave you my blue mini dress that was in my latest Stitch Fix try on, and I gave you the red maxi dress that I wore out for lunch with Grandma and Gary at the weekend. And I'm actually really, when I was putting the polls up, I thought the weather was going to be like 25 degrees and sunny. So I was like, I hope they go for one of the mini dresses. But actually, you guys chose dungarees with t-shirt. And thankfully you did, because it's very like chilly and grey and overcast outside today. And I don't want to wear a coat because it's just too much faff. So yeah, I am ready to go. I've got my cat t-shirt on and my snag my snag dungarees on. I actually ordered myself a second pair of these yesterday in green. I need to sort this strap out because that's lower than that one. We'll sort that out in a minute. So I bought myself a second pair because I'm fully obsessed with these and I feel like I'm going to live in them all summer. So that was a very good choice, so thank you for that. Other things that you are deciding for me today are what I listen to in the car. I'm going to get 2 bubble teas and you guys are deciding which flavours. I gave you a couple of options for each. You're deciding how many books I'm allowed to buy. I'm hoping for unlimited, but we'll see. Maybe you guys are more controlled than I am. You are deciding what I'm having for lunch, if I'm going to the cinema to see Little Mermaid, or if I'm coming home to watch a film. I'm kind of hoping for the cinema option because I haven't been to the cinema for ages, and like solo cinema dates are one of my favourite things to do. Although I say that I haven't done it since before the pandemic, so like 3 years ago. What else are you picking? What I do when I get home. And like my plans for the evening, I think. And then if I need like supplementary polls, like supplementary decisions made for me during the day, I will put polls up to see what people want me to do. So yeah, it's fun. I've been looking forward to this. I think it feels like I'm gamifying my day. In terms of how I'm feeling, I'm tired, and we're in the middle of half term as I'm filming this. I think this video is going to go up a couple of weeks after. Yes, I just hit myself in the face. I'm feeling very tired and I feel like I'm not really recharging batteries on this half term, which is not ideal, but I don't really know what else to do because I'm doing all the things that usually recharge my batteries. So maybe today a little bit of a wander in Bristol, some book shopping. I've got some chores to do. I need to go and get my engagement and my wedding ring cleaned and like checked and serviced because that's been a little while since I've done that. I need to top up on some skincare stuff. I need to get a book voucher for a friend's birthday. And I want to get some like treats for the boys to come home to tomorrow. So there's a few like chores and stuff to do, but also obviously book buying in there as well. So I'm gonna go and have a quick look at what I'm supposed to be listening to in the car, whether we're going audiobook or music. I'm not sure. Like, this is one of the polls I was like, I don't really mind either way, because my audiobook I'm really enjoying, which is The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule, which is all about Ted Bundy. Anne Rule knew him and was friends with him, and worked with him, and then was very shocked to discover he was a serial killer, basically. So it took me a little while to get into, but I'm now really enjoying that one. But also, I could sing musicals all the way to Bristol, which is a good 40-minute drive. So that would be quite fun. So I'm like, either is fine. So I'm going to go have a look at what your instructions are for that. And also which flavour bubble tea you want me to get, because depending on what time I get there, I might do that first and then do a bit of a few of my chores, like drop my rings off and stuff. And then we can start the book shopping. So thank you if you've joined in with this. This is going to be my like opening clip. I'm hoping to put vlog clips in, not just B-roll as the day goes, but depends how brave I'm feeling, because vlogging in public is weird. It might be that you'll get B-roll and then I will come back and chat to you at the end, but I'm hoping that I'll be brave enough, like I was in Bath, to just chat to the camera and not care. So yes, let's hit the road, and for you guys, here is some B-roll. Okay, it's 10 to 11, I'm in Bristol. It's fairly busy, but I'm trying to be brave and vlog in public, even though there are literally people around me looking at me right now. So in the car, I listened to my audiobook, as you guys voted for, and then I've just had a look, and my first bubble tea of the day is going to be brown sugar, which is a brand new flavour to me, so I'm quite excited for that. I know it's quite a like popular / slightly bougie choice. Oh, I think I might have had my thumb out over the microphone, sorry if that's just made a weird noise. So that's gonna be my first one of the day. I've just dropped my wedding engagement rings off to be serviced and cleaned, which they said will take about 15 minutes, and the bubble place doesn't open until 11, so just having a little sit and a vlog. Waiting for that, and then so at 11 I'll go and pick up my rings first, get a bubble tea, and then I'm going to walk out to Book House, which Laura has recommended, and I've never been there before, and it's about a 30-minute walk, but it's a nice day, well, nice-ish day, it's not raining, and I figure I'll have a walk and drink my bubble tea along the way and go and check this place out, because she really enjoyed it there. And apparently there's also another place next door, she couldn't remember the name of it, I think she said it starts with an O or an A, I don't know, we'll find out when we get there. But she's got great taste in books, so if she's saying that I should go there, then I'm definitely going to go and check that out. So I'm going to go over there first, and then there was another place that Chloe and I went to ages ago, which is sort of behind the Hippodrome. So again, that'll probably be like another 20-minute walk from Book House, I think. So I'm going to walk over there and then work my way back towards Cabot, because I've still got a few like chores and bits to do. And obviously by then I'll need either another drink or lunch or something. So that's the rough plan. So for now, I'm just going to wait to pick my rings up, get a bubble tea, and then go for a little walk and check this bookshop out. well, that was a massive success. I haven't come down here for years and absolutely loved Bookhouse. So I bought 2 books, which I will obviously show you at the end. I'll do a kind of sit down. Sorry, trying to walk and vlog is tricky. Bought 2 books, but absolutely loved it in there. I was in there for like 45 minutes. The girl working in there was so nice. We had a really good chat about books. They have a section called Weird Books, which is obviously where I bought the 2 books I've picked out. So yeah, really successful. So thank you, Laura, for that recommendation. Oh, trying to dodge out people's way and they're dodging out of mine. So that's been really successful. I'm now headed for the other one that you recommended, which is the Aldolfini, I think. I'll show you when I get there, obviously, which is not very far away. And then I'm going to go over to the one that Chloe and I went to a while ago, and then it'll be time to head back to Cabot's because I'm starting to get hungry. It's about 12ish, so I'm starting to get ready for food. Okay, so the Aldolfini, I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right, bookshop was very pretty, but it wasn't really my thing. It felt a bit more like an art gallery than a bookshop. I wasn't really comfortable in there. I prefer the like kind of comfy, cozy ones. However, just been to Last Bookshop, which is behind me, you saw it just now, and I bought 3 books in there. Thankfully, every book in there is £4, so 3 books for 12 quid. Yes, thank you. I'm definitely hungry now, and it's like nearly 1 o'clock, so I've got other bookshops to go to, like Waterstones, because I need a gift voucher. But I'm going to go get some food first. I'm going to go back to Cabot, which will take me about 20 minutes to walk over there, and then get some wagamamos because I need to refuel. I am hungry. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock. I have eaten delicious, as always, at Wagamama's. Although the service was terrible today, and I don't say that very often. I very much believe in tipping, but I didn't tip this time because the service was just really bad, and like the waitresses were really grumpy, and just it wasn't a kind of relaxing, welcoming vibe, which is obviously what you want. But anyway, the food was good. I'm starting to flag now a little bit, so I'm going to do Waterstones, Boots, Foils, Lush, and then up to Krispy Kreme, and then I've decided that I'm going to have 1 veto for this entire experiment, so I'm just trying to walk around people. In that, one of the polls that I put up was whether or not I should go to the cinema or watch a film at home, and the majority of you voted for watch a film at home, although it was quite a slim majority, it was quite close. But I really, really want to go and see The Little Mermaid, which the boys will not be interested in whatsoever. And now, like today, the road, is a good time to do that. It's like a convenient time whilst they're busy elsewhere. So I've decided, having spoken to Charlotte and Chloe about what I could do, that's going to be my one veto today. So I am going to go and watch it. I've currently got a poll running about whether I go and see it in 3D or 2D. I've got my fingers crossed for 3D, but we'll see. So once I've done those other bits, it should be time to go to the cinema or go for a brief rest in my car, because also my phone battery is starting to die, so apologies if this vlog suddenly cuts out. It'll be because I've run out of juice, but we'll see what happens. And first, I'm going to go and do Waterstones. It's 3:10 and I am exhausted. I have done so much walking today. I genuinely think I've walked miles and miles today. My feet are killing me. However, I'm having the nicest little time. I'm not sure how much you could hear me earlier, and I have a feeling like the camera was like right up my nostrils, so sorry about that. But basically I decided this morning, I was talking to Chloe and Charlotte about it, because I really wanted to go to the cinema today by myself. I don't get very many opportunities where it doesn't interrupt like family time to go to the cinema by myself, and it's one of the things I used to love to do. Also, can we just ignore how filthy my car is? It really needs a wash. And like today is a really good time to go because the boys are obviously away, and I really want to see The Little Mermaid, which neither of them is going to be interested in. So now, like, today is a really good time to go. So I put it up as one of the polls, and the result, it was close, was that I should watch a film at home instead. But I just know if I do that, I won't like sit down and focus on it by myself. Like if Gary's there or Charlie's there or both, I'll sit and focus. But if I'm by myself, I'll end up like scrolling my phone or not reading, or like tidying up or something. And I really want to see The Little Mermaid, so that's going to be my one veto. I will follow all the rest of the rules of today, which I've done so far. I'm really enjoying it. So I've just booked myself a 3D ticket for 4:30, so I've got like just over an hour before I need to be back at the cinema. I'm really excited. I haven't been to see a film for ages. So I'm feeling tired and my phone battery is dying, so I'm really hoping it doesn't come out whilst I'm filming this clip. So I'm just going to sit in the car for a bit and charge my phone, and then I went to get a bubble tea and it was shut. I was like, no. So I don't know if it's closed for the day or if it was just like shut for a bit. So I'm going to sit here for a while and read whilst my phone charges, and then I'm going to go back down to the bubble tea place and see if they're open. If not, I will grab like a Costa's or something, because I am thirsty. Find somewhere to sit and read, and then it'll be cinema time. And then after that, I'll be heading home. I have spent so much money today. I bought 4 books in Waterstones. I don't know if I already said this. I feel like I haven't. 4 books in Waterstones because I'm out of control. So I think I'm up to 9 or 10 books today. I also went and got some body lotion that I wanted. I've been to Lush and bought the shampoo bar that I came in for, and 2 bath bombs that I did not, because I got chatting to the very nice lady in there. So I'm spending lots of money. I've also been to Krispy Kreme to get donuts for the boys. I did also get myself 2. They come in boxes of 6 and there's 3 of us, so 2 each. Yes, so I will be going home after the cinema. At the moment, it looks like from the polls that are running, I'll be having a bath first, which is a good thing because my feet are sore. I'm also not sure if I'll need dinner, to be honest, because I've had so much to eat today, but we'll see how I feel when I get to it. So yeah, I'm going to sit here and charge both my phone and my own batteries, and then go and see a film I'm really excited about. And I'm home. Whew, that was a busy day. It is just about 8:30 and I've just walked in through the door, and I thought I would show you everything that I bought today in my lovely What Victoria Read tote bag. So The Little Mermaid was incredible. I absolutely loved it. Halle Bailey was just perfect as Ariel. So was Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. I really liked the guy that played Eric as well. I have no idea what his name is, sorry. And I also thought that King Triton was fantastic as well, and that was Javier Bardem, I think. I just thought it was brilliant. I think that the new songs didn't match up to the old ones, especially Eric's song. I thought that was pretty weak, that one, to be fair. And I thought the ending was a bit rushed, but I loved all the nods to the original. I loved that we had a very particular cameo. I won't say who it is because I don't want to spoil it for other like Little Mermaid nerds, but somebody very important to the original film pops up briefly, and that was just a really nice moment. And also the way it was done was really well done. I loved all of that. I loved that they gave Eric a backstory and made him interesting. I thought that Ariel and Eric had really good chemistry together, which I think is lacking from the first film, from the original. And yeah, it was just like, the ending made me cry. my nerdy little Disney heart was very, very happy. I would also really recommend seeing it in 3D if you can. It was just really fun, and it just added that kind of extra element to it. So yeah, I had a great time. I would give it a solid 4.5, and I would really recommend it. So yeah, I am feeling very tired. I can't lie. I've done a lot of walking today and a lot of like eating and having fun, obviously, but I'm tired. So I'm very happy to be home. So the plan is I'm going to show you what's in here. It's packed, this bag. Then I'm going to have a bath. I don't need dinner, I don't think. I might make some noodles once I've had a bath. Maybe I'll feel more like it. I've just fed the cats, so you might be able to hear them munching in the background. Jack, that is Molly's. Jack, come here. Leave her alone. He's like, who, me? She can take care of herself, but still. I'm going to show you what's in here. Then I'm going to run myself a bath, possibly have something to eat, and then I'm going to get cozy on the sofa, put an ASMR video on and read. So yeah, let's talk about it. So I'm going to show you everything in here. Bookish and non-bookish. So the first thing, well, one of the things that I bought was this Dove Gradual Tan body lotion. This is the summer revived one. This was half price in Boots. It was £4.90 or something. And I've definitely been influenced into buying this. I am very pale, as you can see, but particularly my legs are like luminous white, and we're now into the time of the year where I'm going to be wearing skirts and dresses and stuff, and I would just like to have a very slight tan. I don't want to look like a Jaffa cake, but I would like a bit of colour on my legs. So we're going to give this a try, and I've been told that it's, you know, not going to make me smell like biscuits and should do the job. So we'll try that one out. So anyway, that was one of the things I bought. That's the receipt for that. Then I bought 2 bath bombs, one of which I'm going to use in a minute. So one is Twilight, which is the one I'll probably use in a minute. This is one of my favourite ones. It's a mixture of lavender and tonka, so it's kind of sweet but also really soothing. Every time I use one of these, I sleep really well, and I have had a terrible night's sleep for the last 2 nights, so I need some help. And then one that I've never used before is Wild Remedy. That's a green one, and I'm getting really into herbal bath scents rather than like sweets. And this just smells really green. I don't even really know how to explain it. It smells a bit like Lord of Misrule, which they're not selling at the moment. And this was the closest one that I could find, so I've got those 2. That's the gift voucher. Oh, whoops, it's a bit squashed. For Maisie's birthday, got her a Waterstones gift voucher. Went for obviously the happy birthday print, so that's for her to go with the other bookish stuff we bought her. Oh, and I also got another Scenic hair bar, shampoo bar, which I use all the time. I've talked about before in videos. It smells like the sea, as you can imagine. It's very on theme with the Little Mermaid stuff, and it's just really good for my hair. It like clears out any product build-up I've got in there. It's just, my hair always seems really happy, and the current one I've got is nearly run out. They are £9 a bar, but they do last for ages. Mine will last a good 3 or 4 months, so it's well worth it. Okay, then on to books, shall we? So in the first bookshop I went to, which was Book House, I bought 2 books. This is from their weird section, one of which I'd been eyeing up for a while, and one of which I had never heard of, and it was a complete impulse buy. The one I'd already heard of was Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. I keep hearing about this book, and it sounds odd, and people are vague when they talk about it, and I kind of want to know what it's about. It's basically, the rough outline that I know is we are following a woman whose wife went on a deep sea mission and came back different, and it's looking at what happened to her wife on that deep sea mission. Sorry, the cat's now doing zoomies. And the changes that she's going through now that she's back. And I was like, sounds weird, I'm in. And then the one I'd never heard of before, I love this cover. Let's take the receipt out, where I spent too much money. Oh, did they give me a bookmark as well? Oh, they did. Huh, cool. That's the shop. I love when shops do that. It's such a simple thing. Hello, Savvy. You come to stand on everything for me. Anyway, the book that I'd never heard of before, there's her tail, is Verge by Nadia Attia. Never heard of this. I don't think I've heard anyone talk about it. Look at this cover, first of all. And it says on the front, sometimes fate takes you on a detour. And then at the top, we've got a quote from Kieran Millwood Hargrave saying, timely, horrifying, and hugely entertaining. And that is literally all I read. And I was like, yeah, okay. So don't really know what this is about. I think it's horror. Hello. Molly's here as well now. It's got a very cool purple and green colour scheme. Yeah, and it says, in a divided land, the shadow of death draws closer. Rowena has always been a rebel, foul-mouthed, light-fingered, the last to leave a party. Unfortunately, she's also cursed, marked by death since birth. When Rowena's boyfriend and father die in quick succession, her mother sends her north to her gran, the one healer strong enough to lift the curse before her 18th birthday. The fiercely independent Halim is employed to deliver Rowena there safely, but he has problems of his own. Estranged from his wealthy Egyptian family, he's only a few payments away from owning his truck, yet every gun-patrolled, hard county border they cross poses a threat to his future, as do Rowena's dark visions. The land has turned treacherous, a disunited kingdom where sinister folk marry old ways with reawakened prejudices. Can Rowena and Halim overcome their differences and forge an alliance in order to survive? So yeah, I'm just really intrigued. And this is a debut as well. And I just thought the cover was cool and it was in their weird section. So yeah, those are the 2 books I got from Bookhouse. Really liked it in there. Never been in there before. Really cool indie shop. Where did I go next? Waterstones was last. Then I went into Last Book, where everything was £4. And I picked up 2 I'd heard of before and 1 random. No, I'd heard of all of these actually. But I'd never, like, they were books like I was like peripherally interested in. And then I saw them and I was like, for £4, let's have a go. So the first one that I got was The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is the start of the Wayfarer trilogy series. I don't know, people keep recommending these to me. I'm just going to take the £4 sticker off while we sit here, because they quite a few people think that I will really love Becky Chambers' writing. It is sci-fi because it's set in space, which is what's always put me off, but we're just going to give it a try. I'm not going to read the back of all these books, but yes, I bought that one. I also bought The Turnout by Megan Abbott, which weirdly I watched a video. It was Brianna from Four Paws in a Book. I was watching her June TBR this morning and it popped up on there, and then I saw it in the shop and I was like, it's about ballet and it's a thrillery, murdery, something weird's going on. I read from Megan Abbott before and enjoyed it in a kind of like read it once and leave it by the pool kind of way, but for £4 I was like, we'll give that a go. And then the last one that I've picked up is an author that I've read before and liked, and again was weird, and I saw it and I was like, for £4 let's read Sundial by Catriona Ward, who also wrote The Last House on Needless Street, which is one of those books that I keep thinking about. So I saw this one and I was like, yep, we'll give that a go. Then I walked into Waterstones to get the voucher for Maisie, and I walked out with 4 books. So that's good. One of them I was looking for. Another one I've been meaning to buy for a while and saw in paperback and I was like, let's give it a go. And the other 2 I have no excuse for, really. So the first book that I picked up was The Twyford Code by Janice Hallett. I got this in the buy one, get one half price deal. If you saw my live show, the 12-hour live show that I did at the time of filming this a couple of days ago, I will link it in the description if you want to watch it. Charlotte from Books and Bargains, were talking about how she wants me to read this because she wants to know what I think, and in exchange she's currently reading Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, which is one I'm just convinced she will love. She's reading that book, so I had to obviously live up to my end of the bargain. So I've picked up this one. This is the second Janice Hallett, and aside from Charlotte, I'm pretty sure everyone else that I know has hated this book. So I'm intrigued to see what I think, and I'll be reading this shortly. I mean, probably not immediately, probably not in June, but it might be a start of the summer holidays type read. So I got that one in the buy one get one half price, and then I'm just taking the receipt out. I needed a second one for the deal, and I saw this and I was kind of half thinking about it for a while, and I just took it as a sign basically. And that book is The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I've also just looked, why is this like the tiniest type in the whole world? And this is the prequel to the Hunger Games series. The film's coming out this year, which looks really good, and I wasn't that interested in reading the book, and then I saw Kat from Brews and Reviews give it a rave review, and I was like, oh, do you know what, I'm going to read it at some point. So I put it on my wish list and left it there, which is what I do with books when I'm kind of like, I'm not completely sure. And then saw it today in the buy one get one half price, and I was like, look, I wasn't particularly interested in buying this one either, so these 2 kind of feel like they go together. So those were 2 that I got. Then another book that I picked up that I'd been meaning to look at for a while is Idle by Louise O'Neill. She wrote Only Ever Yours, which is one of my favourite books of all time. None of her others have quite lived up to that for me, but this one I'm quite intrigued by because it's all about the Me Too movement and cancel culture and all of that kind of stuff. And quite a few people that I know and trust gave this 4 or 5 stars. So I'm kind of intrigued to give this a try. And I was like, I'm waiting for the paperback, and I think the paperback's been out for a while now. So I grabbed that. And then the final one, this was a random cover buy. And usually when people are like, oh, it's a cover buy, it's because it's pretty. I bought it because there's a house bleeding on the cover. This is Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. Home is Where the Heart Bleeds. I don't think I've heard anyone talking about this, and I'm so intrigued. Like, out of this whole stack, this is probably the one I'm going to pick up first, because on the back it says, going home is always hard. For Vera, going home means returning to the notorious Crowder house where her serial killer father murdered his victims and buried their bodies beneath. Then notes start to appear in Vera's father's handwriting, but they can't be from him. He's been dead for years. Vera thought the house had given up all its secrets, but now she must uncover how deep the rock goes. Yes, I want to read this, like, immediately. So yeah, I've had a lovely day. I've spent a lot of money today, let's not pretend. I've had a lovely day, but I also accidentally bought 9 books. And it's the next day, and I'm coming in to finish off the vlog. So basically, after I talked to you last night, I kind of collapsed in a heap and didn't move. I did have my bath and I read in bed, and then I fell asleep and slept very, very deeply. So thank you. I had a very busy day. Actually, my legs today, my ankles and my stuff and my knees and stuff are really sore from all the walking I did yesterday. But it was so much fun. So thank you. I'm sorry I didn't really like vlog the end of the day. I just didn't feel like picking up the camera, and I've got so much footage. At the time of filming this, I haven't started editing yet, and I feel like this is going to be a monster vlog anyway. What was supposed to be like a short fun video, hopefully it's still fun, but it was supposed to be a short one. I feel like it's going to be really long, so I kind of stopped filming and just relaxed into my evening. So thank you if you contributed to answering polls and questions and stuff to guide my day. It was really fun. Bought a lot of books, ate some nice food, saw a really good film. It was just really lovely. I want to do this again, so if you would be interested in another video like this, let me know. I do have an idea for a themed one for later in the year, so let me know if that is of any interest. If you made it to this point in the video, if you could leave me a house emoji, because I'm just so intrigued by this cover, like so intrigued. Yeah, so if you got to this point in the video, just leave me a little house emoji to let me know that you're here. Please subscribe if you would like more of this chaos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks everyone, bye.